Today on District 95's Top Tech Tuesday, we are going to be talking about targeting. This is the first step in coming up with a communication and PR strategy. Who are we talking to? We need to identify who our audience is before we can deliver a compelling message, and this is what we will explore today. So why do we need to think about our audience? Why do we need to figure out who we're talking to? Well, because in communication, it is not one size fits all. But we know this. Just like when we craft a speech, we try to tailor it so that it is the most appropriate for the audience that we're speaking in front. It should be the same with our PR and marketing campaigns. There is no point in just shouting information to the void. We need to actually speak to people if we want them to engage and if we want them to become a part of our network. There needs to be a focus on the person who will receive the message for it to be effective. In today's communication landscape, we have so much competition for people's attention. We're constantly being bombarded by so many messages that for any one message to come across, we need to feel like it connects deeply with us. We only follow and engage with brands and messages that talk to us and have something of value to offer us. So when we think about our audience, we land somewhere that is called targeted communication. And this applies for marketing, PR, advertisement. We want to get a good idea of who we're talking to. That way we will be able to craft a compelling message, write something or show something that gets through all of the noise that is out there in the environment and catches people's attention. We will be able to deliver it the right way in the channels where people are listening. Not everybody's on Facebook, not everybody reads the local newspaper. And finally, we will be able to provide value, which as Toastmasters we all know, that is the key to being persuasive. Telling the people the answer to what's in it for me. So who is this target market of ours? Who are we talking to when we create PR campaigns or marketing campaigns for our clubs? Usually your average Toastmasters club is talking either to their existing club members, to potential new members in the general public, to other Toastmasters from other clubs, other regions, or to organizations, for example, to get started a corporate club, or to get them to partner with us for an event, or even to host our meetings. Today we will focus mainly on how to talk to people, so to existing club members, potential new members, and other Toastmasters, because these are the most important part of what we're looking for when we do a general PR or marketing campaign as a club. When we refer to the people who will receive our message, it is very useful to work with something that is called user personas. These are profiles that get produced via market research, statistical analysis, and user insights. You basically gather all of this information and you bring it down to some profiles of fictional people who are your ideal user, your ideal buyer, your ideal audience. Lucky for us, Toastmasters International did a massive survey of the members throughout the whole world and was able to, through very long interviews, come up with 6 specific user personas, 6 profiles of people who join our clubs and stay in our clubs. And we gather the insights of the reasons why. we have the young professional. This is somebody who's fairly inexperienced with speaking in public. They join because they're interested in networking, but they're also demanding or craving from us new methods to engage, to learn. They are interested in social media, and they find the whole structure and traditions of Toastmasters a little gimmicky. Then we have the mature manager. These are often women. They're very talkative, they're very outgoing, and they realize they're at the point in their career where they need to do a shift. Sometimes they're pivoting towards entrepreneurship, and they want to find the tools to improve their skills even further. And we have the career advancer. They have some experience with speaking, they mostly want to improve. Unfortunately, these are the kind of members that are very prone to leaving or disengaging once their work schedule becomes too complicated. We have the self-help enthusiasts. These are people who have indirect experience. They are joining clubs like the Rotaries or the Freemasons, for example. They're looking for a place where they fit in. They're very enthusiastic and will join the program to the letter. There's also the retiree. It's somebody who is looking for purpose. They have a whole life worth of experience and they're looking for community, somewhere where they can interact, something to fill their days where they can achieve things on a daily basis. And finally, we have the international professional. These are young and highly educated people. They join because they want to practice English or because they're in a country where they don't speak the native language and want to know people and they want to adapt to the local culture. And Toastmasters is a great way to do this. By conducting this research and putting these profiles together, Toastmasters International is giving us great insights as to who the people are who join our clubs. You can probably, as you look at these profiles, start picturing a member or two from your club. Even yourself, you might find yourself identified in these people. And more importantly, it'll help us understand from our members what their interests are, the reasons for joining Toastmasters and the reasons for joining us specifically as a club. And most importantly, their expectations, what they want to achieve from coming and being a part of our community and how we can best fulfill that. As you can imagine, a message that is attractive to the retiree who is looking for community might not be as attractive to the career advancer, somebody who's there to improve and is very driven by the professional opportunities that come from Toastmasters. Interesting discoveries that came from this massive effort that Toastmasters International put out was that in many cases it does start with a fear of public speaking, but also some people join just to meet others and to find a sense of belonging and community. The first experience matters. However, that first meeting that a guest joins, how they are welcomed, how they are treated, is what makes all the difference about whether they join or not. The key roles there are the inviter, meaning word of mouth, a friend, a colleague, a coworker, somebody who tells them about the club, and Google when they search something up and our club comes up in the results. And once they arrive, they realize that they have found a like-minded group and community. It becomes about the Toastmasters family, and there is a lot more to the program that they expected. Before you know it, they will be involved in leadership and all the other things Toastmasters has to offer. So after learning about these user personas, there are some questions that might be in your head about who joins your club, how you should speak to them, what they are looking for, etc. So perhaps it would be a good idea to think about who are the members of your club. Do you have one or more personas in your club? Is it a mixed club? Do you want a mixed club or do you want a segmented club? Maybe you just want to be a club for young professionals. Why not? And then think about which of these personas do you want more of? Are you looking to attract more retirees? Are you looking to attract more career advancers? How about you join us on the Facebook Live that is starting right now and we can all talk about it together. See you then.